defending our home court.
Yep.
That's what the bottom line is.
All that matters is that we come ready to work tomorrow.
Nobody hung their heads. Nobody gave up. We just kept fighting. I mean, it came down to grit.
Let's see what the Vikings are all about.
It's the best start since 2017, but I think the mentality of this team it feels different to me. This team is, miles ahead of where you're at, last year. When was the last time the Vikings started off 3-0?
I think we're really connected right now. And I mean, it makes it really easy when you have a bunch of guys that have played a lot of minutes together. The most bought in since I've been here, the most bought in that we've been, and it's showing.
We tell our guys, what you have to do to win consistently is unreasonable. It is, and there's no doubt about it. That's true. But winners and people who continue to stride and improve and grow are the ones who are willing to do those unreasonable things more often than everybody else.
I'm Matthew Nickel, episode 19. Joining me today is the assistant coach for the men's basketball team, Malik Wildermuth. Off to a 6-3 start. It's really, some of their best starts since about 2019. What do you feel like's been kind of the recipe for success so far early on?
It's a great start that we've been off to. Really just locking in day to day, focus on winning the day and focus on each task. And I think that's what's been the biggest difference. And we got a very experienced group here with some new guys that have been stepping up, but just taking each challenge and each day, trying to win each opportunity that we have. It's nice to hear that some of those stats and things are online with some good teams of the past, and we're trying to go about things the same way that those teams have. Obviously we're doing some things in some different ways than they have in the past, but the way to get those results is still kind of same in that mentality. And we just want to keep going, day by day and live through, those standards and that mentality, and hopefully continue to get those same results, because it's shown in the past that that's what it takes. So that's what, that focus really has been. I'm looking forward to the opportunity for us to go out there and compete, and I think we've been playing good basketball so far, so looking to continue it.
And the Vikings, they will get that Milliken team.
You mix in some really good teams, came away with some really nice wins, ultimately sitting in a really, really good spot as you head into conference play.
Triple coverage and scored. Sean Kelly will let the defender go by and score. Marcus Bond all the way to the bucket. Welch going to get an NBA 3, and he's perfect. Ambrose double team. He'll take the 3. Perfect. Kelly again going to drive, and he'll score. Ambrose pauses, then goes right to the bucket. Welch goes the other way, shot up and good.
All that matters is that we come ready to work tomorrow.
We want to play with pace too, and there's, so we're looking forward to that, but we got to slow them down as well. I'm looking forward to the opportunity for us to go out there and compete. It's going to be a good challenge that we're looking forward to.
Let's see what the Vikings are all about. In the corner, good. Wofford hits the fadeaway from about 17. The Vikings trail by 8 as we enter halftime, 34-26. Vikings need to take care of some business here on the home court. Wofford gonna load the long three, and he drills it again. Tyler gonna take it all the way to the bucket and finished. On the shot clock. Simpson over to Kylo Simpson. They play catch out on top. Now Victorson to Wofford. Little bounce pass to neighbor. Kobe Simpson gives it to Vickerson. Gets inside, kick in the corner. Wofford going to get a look at a three. No good. Weak side rebound though, down to Carroll. Victorson going to take the three. That one no good. Ball tipped, and another look. 5 seconds to go. Shot out of the corner by Wofford. Good. Hits a unbelievable fadeaway. His third of the game. Fading away out of the corner. And it's complete to Knuth. Got a great look. Oh, man. You cannot draw that up any better.
almost get it to overtime. The Vikings have played 2 overtime sessions this year, and they've been terrific in both. They outscored DePaul by 11, and they outscored Carroll by 8.
I mean, you can't feel bad after this one. So they're probably tired of hearing me say it. Ignore the score, stay together, keep coming. But we just got to keep that mentality up all day long. And to our guys' credit, we had some ruts. I mean, we only had 26 points in the first half, right? And we were struggling a little bit. And we switched some things up at halftime, and we started attacking that paint. And I don't know, we had like 30 free throws in that second half, right? And we just really put them off the defensive and started to impose our will a little bit more. And when we impose our will, we can do some pretty dang good things. We were allowing them to stay in their shell and playing a little bit on the perimeter, and we weren't really able to crack them, right? And, we weren't getting into that paint and then playing inside out like we've always wanted to do here at Augustana. And I think it got a little stagnant, and they were able to just kind of stay in front of us, and we weren't getting 2 guys on 1 very often. Second half, we started parading to that paint. We started drawing a second guy, and to our guys' credit, I thought we were so great at going good to great, right? Passing up our good one to get a great one for somebody else. And that's something we've really been stressing for our guys here, and to see them really, execute that assignment was awesome tonight.
Yeah, our number one focus really at halftime was we needed to come out with more intensity. We know we've struggled with that in the past, so we really just talked about the intensity on the defensive end and how we could come back 1 possession at a time. That's always kind of a conversation we've been having all year, so that's really where I locked in with that with the team when we were talking about that. I think that was our biggest focus. And then when we got in a couple of those ruts throughout the game as well, it was just Coach Kyle had mentioned earlier to us in the year that it's like when you're going through those hard times, it's about the details and some of the little things you got to do. And so I was just making sure every time we were getting in our huddles on the floor, I was reiterating, hey guys, right now it's little things, it's the discipline. There's a lot of possessions left in this game, and how we're going to win it is if we just do these small things, then the ball is going to roll back in our way,
Welcome back into the Carver P Center. Chris Ford and Dan Sand with you as we get set for CCIW action. Dan, the Vikings moved to 3-4 in the conference, but as Coach Delp said, going to be a little bit different ball game. Athletic team that will pressure the Vikings 94 feet.
For North Park tonight, as you mentioned, they come in 13-5 overall and tied for the CCIW lead at 8-1 in the league.
North Park is a different type of team, athletic, dynamic. They're going to get up in you on the defensive end.
But one of the keys is just making sure that you don't turn the basketball over. They're not short on talent. They're not short on athleticism. They present a lot of challenges.
Romero takes it into the lane, kicks out to Hawkins. He'll get by his man, pivots, reverse pivots, and scores.
We've seen Danny tonight a couple times, successful getting to the basket and finishing.
Knuth all the way, and he'll reverse. Now he'll skip pass, long 3, good by Evan Ambrose. Ambrose leaves it for Knuth, steps into 3 and bangs it home.
Wow.
Vikings red hot right now.
Tyler Knuth, Chris, hit that three-pointer a few minutes ago. He just recently moved into second place on the Vikings all-time three-point shooting list ahead of Dan Phelan. Well, I think it started at the defensive end. The Vikings, North Park turned it over 5 times in the first, I think, about 3 minutes of the game. And I think that kind of got Augie kick-started in the first half. In addition to the scoring, was Danny Romero's first half line. 5 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds for Danny getting his first start of the year. He'd only played 77 minutes all year, got his first start of the year tonight, and had a terrific first half for Augie.
this is definitely a big win and a step forward for the program.
Defending our home court.
Yep.
That's what the bottom line is. Nobody hung their heads. Nobody gave up. And we just kept fighting. I mean, it came down to grit.
We mentioned Danny Romero, but you can't emphasize that enough. Kid that gets his first start of the year tonight. Had only played, I think, 77 minutes all year coming in. Had 10 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, a block, and 1 turnover in 29 minutes. So great job by Danny Romero tonight.
And our community, both again that Augustana community and the broader Quad City community, make a huge impact on that for us, and cannot thank those people enough for their support in the past, and really hope to continue earning it as we move forward, and think that we're playing a brand of basketball that is really enjoyable to watch, and one that speaks to the blue collar nature of the Quad Cities.
Built a 13-point lead, let them climb all the way back, 62-62, and all we did was respond with a 16-8 run to finish second. Hell of a lot of resilience out of you guys, all right? That's a hell of a lot of resilience. That's how we ignore that score, we stay together, and we keep coming. To the tune of winning the fast break battle. We had 21, they had 17, 2 men, we had 21. That's a hell of a thing, all right? Danny, Jesus. 10 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 turnover against those guys. Okay, 2 more. Where's those gloves?
Right there.
Jeez. All right, Danny. What was the half-court goal? Free throws versus turnovers. Now, we had 18 of them things. But God bless it, we shot 36 free throws. Held them to 29% from 3, right? Only put them on the foul line 19 times, okay? Won the rebounding battle +4, right? 48% from the field, and certainly, it's a hell of a thing after a tough one last Wednesday, a disappointing one on Saturday, to come back and play against the team that pressures us the most, right? And is co-leading that conference with those other 2 is a hell of a win. That is a statement win.
Not anymore.
Well, you're right. Not anymore. You're right. That's what you guys did. All right? You guys did. You guys committed yourself to playing the way that we need to play. And that doesn't mean there's not going to be runs at times. That doesn't mean we're not going to go through some runs. That doesn't mean we're not going to get fired. 10-15 lift. 10-15 lift, dressed and ready to go. We'll be on the court short at 11. Great job tonight, fellas. Way to stay together and keep coming. Go on, 3, 1, 2, 3, go!